Hello and welcome along to what promises to be a short but important episode of this FM20 story from Dorking Wanderers with me, Daniel. It's season 14, episode 5, and today we're back for the second leg of the semi final of the Carabao Cup. It's Dorking Wanderers v Manchester City, and it's all or nothing at this point. A chance to reach our first cup final, while our home legs are still being played at Craven Cottage, a stadium nowhere near our home. And the bank balance just starting to improve as well, so things starting to look alright. In terms of the Premier League, very quickly, we're falling away. We're 11 points off Europe with a game in hand. It's not going to be the year. It's come one too early. We're still a little inconsistent. You can see we've lost more than we've won, but it is going to be another top half finish by the looks of it. So there's plenty of positives there, and we've got a few easier games on paper coming up, but they're all 2 or 3 days apart, so I don't know how we deal with that. But either way, we're 10 points clear of relegation and things are looking alright on that front. But we come up against a City side today with a few injuries, but a lead and a very good side. So on paper, very much the favourites of the citizens, but we're going to give it our best shot and hopefully we'll have something to cheer at the end of the day. Perhaps a miracle will be ensued. We won't be hanging about for deadline day because unfortunately there's not much to talk about. The bank balance is good, but the transfer budget is still minimal and it's not enough to get in a player we want. And I'm not just going to get in a backup for the sake of it. I'll wait till the summer and do things properly as we did this year. The one player I wanted to sell, which may have made this January possible, is Johnny Davila, but as you can see, he's got an injury and he's out of today's game and can't be sold as a result. So an important game coming up and we'll go and get into that in a minute. But firstly, a quick thank you for following along with the series as always. If you have missed any of the season so far, you can catch up in the eye above. If you're looking forward to this one and you're enjoying the series still, please do put a thumbs up on the video and subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on for daily FM20 content, a weekly stadium review series, as well as content from Cricket 19 and a live stream every Tuesday morning. But today's the big one. Jeff Coppens has reached double figures for the season. We've got basically our first 11 back fit again. But we need to hope. And we need a bit more than hope. We need luck. If we go and have a look at the schedule for what's already been a hectic winter period, you can see how our results have been for January so far. In the last episode, we lost 2-0 away at Manchester United. Pretty good result considering we lost 9-0 on camera last year. And this month so far, things have gone well. 2 good victories in the FA Cup. We'll have a look at our 5th round tie in a moment. And generally in the Premier League, we've picked up a couple of results and we've only lost games that you'd probably expect. The Birmingham one perhaps being a slight disappointment, but we can put that right at the weekend. So firstly, on New Year's Day, we played Stoke and that was in the FA Cup 3rd round. Jeff Coppens off the bench with 2 goals late on after Johnny Davila himself and Ruben Santos had got a goal apiece. Of course, Stoke there got a consolation as you can see, but Coppens made certain of the outcome before a 2-0 defeat in the first leg of today's match. Phil Foden, who's injured for this one, and Verscharen scored the goal late on. Without that second, I'd argue we might have still been in a tie today, but that possibly put it beyond doubt. But we'll wait and see. A 2-0 defeat followed at Birmingham. The lads were knackered. We can't blame them too much. Mazzinho got an early own goal, and it was wrapped up as we were chasing it late on. Before back-to-back 3-1 victories. Firstly at home to Bournemouth. McLaughlin and Coppens gave us the goals. Danny Loader got one back, but Prescott with a third to wrap it up in stoppage time off the bench. A 3-1 win away at Everton. McLaughlin with 2, Baker with an early header, and Kasem getting one back in the 91st minute. And then a 1-0 defeat at home to Arsenal. We did not deserve to lose this game. In the early stages, we were poor. We went 1-0 down. But then Lulu got sent off with 5 minutes to the break, and after that we were exceptional. We dominated, we huffed and we puffed, and we did not get a goal or our just rewards. So unfortunately, another defeat in the Premier League. But we bounced back with a narrow, slender victory against League 2 Exeter in the FA Cup. Tewkesbury scored a brilliant goal to get them back into it after Aaron White and Martin Prescott had put us 2-0 up. Johnny Davila of course got his injury then, putting paid to any chance of a transfer out. And Gleedle off the bench did alright, but to be honest, that wasn't a good performance and it doesn't fill me with hope going into this one. It's the start of 4 home games in a row, all over the space of 10 days. Birmingham and Southampton we'd love to focus on, but in truth, it's probably got to be the other way round. The dynamics look good. Of course, we've got that brilliant youth intake to look forward to, the one that we should be really optimistic about. We've been working on our staffing off the pitch. We're continually trying to improve that this year. And that has continued in this episode with a new chief data analyst, Stuart Heppenstall. He's on 1,300 a week and he is excellent at his job. A big upgrade on what we had here before. We've got another scout in as well. We've got a few others joining the club. I think Liam Clark is the new scout. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Is he? He is 2031. It's not him. Who is the new scout? I can't keep up to date. But we've definitely got one in there somewhere. And he was 19 for ability and potential judgment. So it is looking good off the pitch. Things are going well. But we've got to get that consistency. It's the one bit that we're missing at the moment. I didn't realise we had Ronnie Henry as an under-18 coach. Former Luton captain when we won the National League. Delighted to have him here. And look at his stats. He's very good. When did he join? 2031 again. I'm really not paying attention to the youth ones off the pitch, am I? I suppose we've never had an intake to worry about it. But into today's game, it is a big one in this competition. We've got a 5th round FA Cup tie away at Sheffield United. But this is a real chance to make a Wembley final. And I know it's against the side who are fighting for the title with the second best goal difference in the league and with a 2-0 lead going into the away leg. But it's an outside chance and we have to go for it. There's a near full Premier League fixture list as we go on, but we're focused on Manchester City. I mean, our head-to-head record, probably better than against any other top side. Of course, we had that brilliant 3-0 win away in our first season, and both sides inconsistent at present as we can put out our first 11. So we've got Afonso in goal as the sweeper keeper, Pollock and Mazzinho the fullbacks with Baker and Mertens the centre-halves, Johnson alongside Carl Boyce in the middle, Lima back on the right wing after another injury layoff. Hasn't really produced since he's come back. You can see he's had really poor games. And in fact, can we talk to him? We're going to warn him about his recent form. We know this normally works. You haven't been scoring. Let's see if he reacts. Interestingly, his determination keeps going down as well. Not quite sure why for that. But McLaughlin and Balic make up the attacking midfield three with Jeff Coppens up front. And we just need goals. We have to win this by 2 clear goals. But let's see if we can do it. It's Dorking Wanderers v Manchester City and it's for a place in the Carabao Cup Final. It's a 4-4-1-1 for the visitors today. Camavinga's still there in central midfield. Fati, the old Barcelona youngster. Verscharen, of course, a real player. Louise in midfield. There's so many of them. They're a really good side. They've got near enough their first side out there. There's at least 7 or 8 of those that play in the league games. So it's going to be a very difficult test. We've got 4 players who are 1 yellow away from missing the final. And there's plenty of other concerns too. So we're going to ask the lads to do it for the fans. Just Ryan Lima gaining confidence. And a big first half ahead of us. Can we get at least one back before the break? Or will Manchester City cruise into the final? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And let's see how it plays out. 25 minutes on the clock. It has been pretty much an awful game so far. Amiri clears it long and Mazzinho intercepts. Can we nick one though? A goal in the first half will surely get City worried. Boyce puts Balic in. Balic shoots. Oh, he's made it easy for Freitas. He had to hit the target better there. Either side and it's in, but it's a corner kick. To the front post, headed away as far as Mertens. 2 running off him, finds Boyce with a flick. And he's lost out, and this is where they're dangerous. Florentino on the counter. Look how quick they're getting up. There's 5 in the City counter now. Fati's now got the overlapping left back. It's 6 in support. Who's going to get it in? Fati delivers. To the back post, and Mazzinho clears. And now Balic on the yellow can run away with it. He's still got Jeff Coppens up, but there's not quite the same intent to get forward from our boys. And in the end, he's challenged and it's out for a throw-in. An even game so far, but that's not enough for us. We need to start getting chances. Well, according to the stats, we've been the better side, but we've not seen much. As a corner's headed away as far as Boyce, it has been a promising performance, but I feel like with that second late goal in that game, we've left too much to do. And why on earth has Pollock gone all the way back to the keeper there? Back out to Mertens and now Mazzinho. Here's Boyce. Chance to run down the left, Balic off him, but goes back to Mazzinho again. He's got 2 with him, and he's lost out on the left, but he wins it back for Boyce. Boyce delivers. Oh, what an effort! It hits the post. Lima on the rebound's done the same. Oh, it's a great save the second time, but how on earth did Boyce nearly score there? It was intended. He saw the keeper off his line, lobbed him and hit the post, and now City are on the counter as the corner's cleared. We've been so poor from set pieces this year, something that's been a real strength for us before, but a wayward pass finds Coppens and we see out the danger there. It's half time. On the night we've dominated, it's still 0-0, 2 bookings apiece, and unfortunately, a good performance means nothing at this stage. Boyce is now stressed because he's played well, so let's go and praise him. We're very happy, it's changed nothing. Into the second half, we need a goal quick. We're going to demand more, an hour on the clock, nothing really occurring. We're going to step it up to positive as well, because we need to score goals. There's no point us attacking here for the sake of it. As Balic delivers, Lima, it's an own goal! Perez has headed it in. It's a brilliant finish by the right winger. He has scored an unbelievable own goal to put us back in it. Ryan Lima just got his head to it, got it back across goal. And in the end, Perez did the rest for him. Off the bench, and within 3 minutes he scored an own goal. But now it's City into the box. Afonso saves. We've got a chance to make changes. Ryan Lima's rating is atrocious again. He's really struggling on his return. Afonso's got the ball. He's in no rush for some reason. Clears long towards Coppens. He's brought it down. He's beaten the centre half. It's a great save, Freitas. Oh, we've got chances here. We should be at least level. With Balic in the first half, that one there for Coppens. We should have scored two as Balic delivers. Headed away as far as Baker. Balic still up with him, but nothing doing. And now it's a City corner, and they could wrap it up here to Perez. Heads over the bar. Let's get the subs on. Jonsson's had an average game. Nunes on for him. He's going to be box-to-box midfielder, I think. We'll stick with it. Ryan Lima's anxious, and he's had an awful game. So on for him will be Martin Prescott. Inside forward on support. And Balic will be replaced by Aaron White, winger on attack. They're the three changes. We have got 15 minutes. We need one goal to force it past the 90. We're still in this Carabao Cup tie, but the hope is starting to dwindle. Just over 5 left. It's an Aaron White free kick. There could be pandemonium here, but it's headed away, and now City can counter. But Boyce mops up. Finds White, who will get a second chance to deliver. Into the box, unopposed. Oh, he's done it alone. Aaron White has scored an absolute screamer off the bench. It is Dorking Wanderers 2, Manchester City 0. 2-2 on aggregate, 2-0 on the night. And we are back in this cup tie. I did not expect this to happen. With a better side, we're still going positive, and there's 4 minutes of stoppage time. And we're on the front foot again. An attacking throw for Mazzino. Plays a 1-2 with Boyce. Delivers in towards Nunes, who loses out. Falls for Mazzino again, though. Back to Boyce. We're still on the edge of this City box, looking for that one more chance. Nunes the substitute. Back to Mazzino. Down the line to White. What a change he's been. To the byline. Delivers to McLaughlin. Blocked to Nunes. Oh, he's put it wide. He's dragged a brilliant chance. 2 minutes into stoppage time, he could have been the hero. And as it stands, it's gone to penalties. And we've got no good takers on the pitch. Everything's gone wrong here. But what a performance from the boys to get to penalties. We have got to be so proud of that fight back. And with 90 minutes gone, we still could be on course for our first final. But we are going to have a tense penalty shootout to decide it. This is going to be a very difficult moment to watch. I tell you what, I'm not looking forward to it. Let's get the takers set up. I've missed a taker somewhere. I think it's Mazzino I've missed out. He's going to go up to number 8. So Afonso, his first season, a chance to be a hero, the big money goalkeeper. Jeff Coppens, the big money striker, will step up first from the spot. But based on the ratings, you wouldn't expect us to win this. What a fight back it's been, but it could still end in despair as Jeff Coppens steps up for Dorking. If he misses, this shootout is a lost cause. Coppens steps up, right-footed, into the corner. A brilliant penalty. What a fight back, and we are still on charge here. We are now in the lead. Going first makes a big difference. Florentino Luis steps up confidently, but he's hit the post. Afonso didn't move, but we lead 1-0. And now we go to the 10 average penalty takers at best. Carl Boyce, the experienced midfielder, slots it in the corner. It is 2-0 Dorking Wanderers on penalties. Vasharan, the number 10 for City. Oh, please save it. Please, Afonso, save it. He's doing the jelly legs. He's missed again. It's hit the post. The goalkeeper goes the right way this time. But Manchester City have hit the same post with both of their first 2 penalties. Is it going to happen? Prescott slides in. And we're now 1 kick away from Wembley Stadium and a Carabao Cup Final. This could be the moment for Dorking Wanderers. This is incredible. I did not expect to be going to penalties in this one. I firmly thought we were going to get beat comfortably. I will not lie to you. And now Gibson, the number 9 for City, steps up. The big striker has to score. Anything from this way doesn't go right. We've got 5 chances to get to Wembley and the first one's gone. Gibson scores, Afonso goes the wrong way. But if we score either of ours or City miss either of theirs, we are going to be finalists. And don't forget, the final will be against Everton or Burnley. A real chance to win a trophy here. Merton steps up the centre half. Not the best penalty taker. I saved Nunes till 5th. Or was it Prescott I saved till 5th because I wanted Mertens to have the chance? Now I wish I'd done it the other way. But Mertens could be the hero. Mertens is the hero. Dorking Wanderers from 2-0 down have come back to win on penalties against City. It is 4-1 in the shootout. An unbelievable performance. And Craven Cottage has seen something special. What a shame it wasn't our own ground. We've got to say it was special. They were magnificent, the boys. Can this be the turning point for the season? Who cares what happens in the league now? We are in the final of the Carabao Cup. We are visiting Wembley Stadium and we have got a chance to win a cup trophy with this side that we've been managing for 14 seasons. Don't forget, in the last episode we had only just kept our job because we got a penalty victory against Wolves in the quarter-final. History has repeated itself and the owner will be surely very glad he didn't sack us now. Have we got a result yet for the other one? We're playing Wednesday night, so we must know who we're playing now. Let's go and look at the Carabao Cup. Who got through? Burnley beat Everton on penalties. So we are playing Burnley, 12th place in the Premier League. It is 9th v 12th in the Carabao Cup Final. And don't forget, this is not just a cup final and a chance at a first trophy for us. This is also a chance into Europe. The winner gets into either the Europa League or the Europa League 2. And for Dorking Wanderers, that is going to be the telling moment in this save. It's the moment we've been waiting for, and these sides, these summer signings have delivered, and we could be on course for our biggest moment of a club. 14 seasons of work, and we have reached the Carabao Cup Final. It is coming up in a month's time. We are going to ignore the league. We will be back for that. That Norwich game, let me tell you, better not be 2 days before it, because if so, we'll be playing the youth team in it. But on the 27th of February, we will be in the Carabao Cup Final against Burnley, and that is going to be the next episode. It's extra special that it's the side we've managed in the head coach. It's the side we're currently managing in our weekly stream series. And it will be coming up on Wednesday, the day after the next live stream. I mean, that is incredible. Let me know in the comments what you thought of that performance, that comeback. Please do put a thumbs up on the video. It was such a spirited effort. What a turnaround by the lads. Apologies, this is probably a slightly shorter episode. I'm sure the penalties have dragged it out a bit. But there's not much more we can say. We're not going to top that. That is an incredible display from the boys. They have earned that. Look at the dressing room atmosphere. This could take us on a little run now. I know transfer window's been disappointing. We've not got anything done. But this could be the biggest moment in the history of the football club. If you haven't already, please subscribe down below and turn that notification bell on. You'll get alerts as daily content releases on the channel, including the next episode from this one, the Carabao Cup Final on Wednesday, a chance at a first domestic trophy. Not only that, a chance to qualify for Europe for the first time. In the meantime, we'll be live streaming tomorrow morning at 10 AM, ironically with Burnley, that side from the head coach. We've got the episode of the head coach with Gladbach tomorrow. That is a crucial one for us. A chance to get ourselves in Champions League contention. A chance to get ourselves out of the group stages in our debut season there. And on Wednesday lunchtime, Cricket 19 will be back on the channel too. We had our stadium review series yesterday. Newcastle United, another former head coach hero featured. Our trip to St James's Park highlighted in that one. If you've ever visited as a home or away fan, do go and check that one out and let us know what you think. A really special ground for me as a football fan, and I'm sure many will feel the same. And finally, please do check out the podcast channel if you haven't already. There's a link in the eye above. We've had loads of interviews with professional footballers recently, a dream come true. Predictions for all the big games, including tonight's playoff final in League 2, as well as championship predictions for this coming week. And we've got topical podcasts and vlogs as well, so please do come and check that out if you can. Thank you so much for everyone for supporting both channels. I hope for those of you that have been loyal to this Dorking save, that moment feels worthwhile. 14 years, some years of mediocrity included in that, and we have reached our first major cup final. We'll be back on Wednesday for the Carabao Cup Final, Dorking Wanderers v Burnley. I hope you'll be joining me to see how we get on. Thank you very much for watching.